Coming up, I school a lady on apps, an ingenious solution to a warning light problem, and love the Belgian way. But first, I was talking about cars, how I bought a car that didn't work the moment that I bought it, and how my old car never really went wrong in all the years I owned it. Leslie says, I still haven't figured out how to tune into the new LBC News channel. Just shout at your stupid speaker and tell them to dial up the LBC News channel. It's available on an internet near you. Have you seen the internet?
Disgusting.
East Ham. Hello, Linda.
Hello.
Linda.
I wanted to talk about my 20-year-old car.
Oh, yes.
I got it fixed.
Fixed?
And
what, as in neutered?
Well, actually, somebody else neutered it.
Did they?
I was outside the supermarket. Well, I parked outside the supermarket, got my shopping, came out, and someone had sawn off the catalytic converter.
God, there's a lot of that about, isn't there?
I know, but...
Which bit is the catalytic converter?
It's on the exhaust. They just sawed the exhaust off.
God.
And that cost me £300, but I did it because I don't want a newer car.
Yeah, I'm not pleased about the idea of getting a newer car because I've been with mine for 20 years and it's never had anything major happen, like break down on it.
No, I mean, my car still keeps going.
Can you actually touch wood from where you are?
Yeah, because my bedside table.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But you can spend... The garage said to me, keep it, because you get a new car, it costs you thousands of pounds to get it repaired.
Yeah. If it's a 20-year-old car, yours is probably like mine. It's got almost no computer on it at all. And so it's just mechanical. These days, it's all fly-by-wire, and it's it's a big giant brain under the bonnet that controls everything.
Yeah,
and you need a degree in computer science to be able to fix it.
Yeah, I think they should start making cars like my 20-year-old car.
Yeah.
I'd buy one.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
I don't want
all this complication stuff. Yes, like phones. You know, they've every now and again somebody has the bright idea of bringing back a mobile phone that just makes calls. That's it.
Yeah.
As opposed to all of the rest of this stuff against the weather, and you can track the International Space Station and all the rest of this useless wastes of time that are on smartphones.
And it just costs more money as well.
Exactly.
So I don't need it. All I want is a car with a steering wheel, a brake, and that goes.
And a radio.
Yeah, got to have a radio.
I mean, I've got a cassette player in the dash of my car. That's how old it is.
I have as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like it.
I like it.
Mm.
And you could get any old numpty with a hammer to fix anything that goes wrong with it.
Yeah, and it's cheaper.
Much cheaper.
Mine, to replace my catalytic converter, cost me £300.
Yeah.
Someone I know had a newer car, cost him same thing happened to him, they cut it off. Cost him £1,000.
£1,000?
£1,000.
Good grief.
I know, it's ridiculous.
And the insurance is cheaper because, let's face it, our cars aren't really worth anything, are they? Like, nothing at all.
I like my car.
Yeah.
I was really upset that someone did something to it. And you know what? They reckon at the garage that they'll sell that catalytic converter for about £10.
Really?
Yeah.
So somebody nicked your catalytic converter, which was like neutering your car.
Yeah.
Cutting its off.
Its bits off, yeah.
Its bits. And all they got for it was £10.
Yeah.
God, there are some slime balls in the world, aren't there, Linda?
They are really big slime balls, actually. I'd like to cut their
bits off, yes. Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah.
Okay. Hanging's too good for them. All right, thanks a lot.
I'd like to hang them
by their bits, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Linda.
All right,
ta-da. 0345 6060 973. Yeah, it is with trepidation that I would go into the car market again, because I know I'll screw it up. I am such an idiot. No, Nick, you're not an idiot. You're not supposed to be an expert. It could have happened to anybody. Can I get a bit of help here, please? I know that if I buy another car, it will fail in a spectacular way, and then I'll be in a three-way lawsuit. I'll be suing everybody. Oh, I knew that car that I bought to replace the car that I thought had broken finally and for good was no good. I knew it was no good when I bought it. But the bloke who was selling it sat next to me, and I thought, there's no way that he would be sitting this close to me trying to sell me a car that is obviously broken, so it must be okay. Moron. I'm a moron. Kieran the courier texts, talking of keys, I'm on my way to Paris in the van and just noticed my 2-year-old son slipped my partner's house keys into my bag. Huh. Okay, well, good luck with that, Kieran. Rob says, the actor in the Darth Vader suit was David Prowse from Bristol. The voice of Darth Vader was the US actor James Earl Jones. Yes, David Prowse is very upset about that, apparently. Brizzle. But you can't have the most evil force in the universe talking with a Bristol accent. It just wouldn't work, would it? And neither, by the way, could you have the most evil force in the universe with the with the silhouette of James Earl Jones. That wouldn't work either. 0345 6060 973. Let's have well, it says Ali in Hammersmith, but I know it isn't. As soon as I click it, it appears to be somebody else. Surbiton, Diana.
Hello there.
Diana, can I call you Ali?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. You're very uncooperative. Okay, you're identifying as a female.
That's a
yes.
Suggestion to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your cars, when you go and buy a car, to be 100% certain, get the AA to go over it.
Yes. I bet that.
I don't know whether you belong to the AA or the RAC. One of the two, anyway.
No, I don't. But I would, because apparently you've got 2 weeks, like 14 days or something like that, to give it back to them.
That's
and
it.
There's no questions asked. They have to give you your money back, or they have to change the name of their company and hide. And I'm sure that happens a lot. But I bet that I bought a car and the AA said, yeah, well, we can't fit you in for a couple of weeks. Come, we'll give you an appointment in 3 weeks' time, after which it would have burst into flames by the side of the road.
Yeah. But that's one of the wisest things somebody said to us when we was buying a car. Get the AA to go over it.
Yes.
So, if there's any fault with it, they'll find it. Okay?
Okay, Diana. Thanks for the advice.
You listen to what Mum's got to say to you.
Okay. All right. Thanks,
Bye.
Diana. Ta-da.
Bye.
0345 6060 973. This information just coming in. During an interview with Equity magazine, David Prowse, the actor who played but did not voice Darth Vader, claims that Lucasfilm had yet to pay him any residual payments on The Return of the Jedi because the film has yet to make a profit. The Return of the Jedi has yet to make a profit? You've got to be joking. How old was that interview? They've got more money than God over there at Lucasfilm. Dario in Dartford says, what are you moaning about? Your faithful assistant doesn't need to listen to your show. The lights got fixed, remember? You can't expect everything. Well, that is true. Yeah, I should stop whining. The lights have been bad as the calls. County Durham. Brian.
Yes, good evening.
It's
Nick.
you. Yes, Brian.
Pleasure to talk to you again.
Yeah, sure.
Would you buy that car off Delboy or Boise?
Yes.
What's your pay for it, like?
They saw me coming. I bet they couldn't believe that I actually bought that car.
How much you pay for it?
Too blooming much, Brian.
What, a couple of thou?
More than that. Well, thanks for your thanks for lending me a sympathetic ear.
Well, you have a lot of things like that.
Sure.
You probably do yourself, you know what I mean? Even
I would be laughing harder if it happened to somebody else.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming up, I'm told to get on my bike. A man finds love. This anonymous message says, Abbot, that brake warning light is totally irrelevant. You can have the light disconnected. Well, that sounds like a very good idea. I mean, if a warning light comes up on your dashboard, any kind of light at all... Warning! Then simply disconnect the light in your dashboard. Problem solved. Why didn't I think of that? Nelson tweets, the best solution to your bad luck with cars is to buy a moped. No. He says you can even join a moped gang afterwards to make friends, and you're welcome. You can stuff it, Nelson. I'm not buying a moped. You can't spell moped without spelling mope, which is what I would be doing a lot if I had to get round on one of those clattery, screamy machines. Why do they make so much noise, by the way? I mean, I've got a food processor at home that's got a bigger engine than that. How come it makes so much noise? Why are they so loud? I understand that Harley Davidsons are loud because the middle-aged accountants that buy them want to feel like tough guys. That's the reason why they're so loud. I mean, they got small engines too. But a moped, that just seems bizarre, that people would be attracting attention to themselves while they're riding a moped. You do not look cool. You look like a pizza delivery person. Pizza. Archie says, leave the car somewhere, it'll get nicked, and then you can claim on the insurance. Well, that's a bad idea, Archie, because that would be against the law. Actually, that wouldn't be against the law. If you just leave it somewhere and somebody nicks it, then that's not down to you. The problem with that, though, is that my car's not actually worth anything. The insurance company would say, right, well, we'll send you a cheque in the post. Actually, we won't bother because it'll just have the word zero on it. And Shirley, aged 80, says, I went to get an oil change. The guy said, keep the oil and get rid of the car. Brixton, Baden.
Hi, Nick.
Baden.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, I'm actually phoning up to start by saying something sensible, which I never thought I'd want.
Well, we don't wish to hear anything sensible on this show.
It's not for you, actually. It's for the guy who sadly left his keys in the cab.
Okay, if you weren't listening earlier, somebody's car broke down. He got a cab home and left his car keys in the cab.
In the cab.
That's a night to forget, ain't it?
I'm telling you. Well, the thing is, the cab picked him up at a petrol station, he said.
Yeah.
And the petrol station has CCTV.
CCTV. That's right.
Listening, all he's got to do is go back to the petrol station, persuade them to let him have a look at the film.
Yeah.
He'll get the registry.
Where's he gone?
He'll be able to trace the driver.
Right. Yes, that's exactly right. I wonder if they do allow ordinary members of the general public to take a peek at their CCTV.
I reckon, and he seemed like quite a personable guy.
Yeah.
If he explains himself, and they realise the sort of problem that he had.
And he bought a sandwich and a can of Fanta.
Yeah, and promised, to take out the loyalty card or something.
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to just say quickly, you were saying when these scriptwriter guys write a line like, I'll be back, do they go, yes, I've nailed it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit of a writer myself, and I think you don't necessarily know how big it's going to be, but you get a buzz when you've written something and you think that is on the money.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily take off, or you may write several, and one of them, sort of somebody picks up on it and says, oh, I really like that. Or, I mean, the guy who wrote I'll Be Back probably wrote another dozen sort of quite...
Yes, I bet he wrote a lot of things that he thought, oh, that's going to really hit with the kids.
Yeah.
But it's the most simple one that actually did.
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss. You can have the best feeling in the world, and you may be right. And it may actually be very good. It's just that it doesn't take off for whatever reason. It doesn't catch on.
It's weird how things do take off. I mean, some cat videos, a cat will do something stupid like sneeze or something like that, and somebody gets it on a video, and 6 people will watch it. Or, under different circumstances, 6 million people will watch it. It's just bizarre how stuff catches on.
Yeah, I don't get cat videos.
You don't get cat videos?
I don't get them.
But when you say you don't get them, do you mean you don't receive them, or they don't chime with you?
People send them to me, and I look at them, and I think, what? No. Why have you sent me this?
Oh, but they're so cute.
It's a cat.
Just open your heart, Baden, and let them in.
My neighbour's got a cat. We got cats roaming the estate, gangs of them.
Right. You want to see a cat, you can just peek out your front door.
I just step out the front door, look over the balcony. Oh, there it is.
Stop sending Baden blooming cat videos.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, mate. 0345 6060 973. This anonymous text says, is this LBC? Do you have the technology to send something back?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, we don't have the technology to send something back at them. Damn it! How can we not have the technology to reply to a text?
You can tell them over the airwaves, I guess.
Right. Oh, well, then no. This isn't LBC. In fact, there appears to be something wrong with your radio. I should get that fixed if I were you. Oh, by the way, my blooming radio's just broken as well. It only gets one station now. It's only about a year old. The CD tray doesn't go all the way back in, so it doesn't play CDs, and it only gets one radio station. And it's not this one.
Oh, no.
In fact, it's a radio station I've never blooming heard of before. There's not a single thing... My watch has stopped. What else? Got a car that doesn't work. My watch has stopped. My phone doesn't recognise my fingerprint anymore. And my phone doesn't know who I am anymore. Who are you? It says every time I try to get into it. It doesn't know my face. It's supposed to have all of these things that make it easy to get into its innards. Is it easier?
No.
No, of course not. Blooming impossible. Doesn't recognise my face, doesn't recognise my finger. I'm giving it the finger right now, as a matter of fact. Still doesn't recognise me. So my stereo doesn't work. What else? It's just a never-ending list of things that are acting against my best interests. It's like I'm under attack. Not that I'm complaining about it.
Whinging and whining and moaning.
Sarah says, your car sounds like a dream compared to the heap my hubby bought me. Not even a numpty with a hammer can fix my tape deck. The thing's chewed all my best tapes I think I got done. Well, yeah, but how's it as a car? I mean, I don't use it to play my cassettes anymore, because if it goes into the machine rather than just, you just stick it in and then close the door, if it just disappears into a machine, which it does in the car, then if it gets all tangled up, then that's it. It's over. You can never get it out. You might as well just set fire to your car, because that cassette ain't never coming out. So I just don't use it anymore for fear if it can go wrong, it will. It just needs to be introduced to me. Let's have Ali in Hammersmith, but I know it isn't. It's just it just keeps telling me that it's Ali in Hammersmith. Why is it doing that?
I have no idea.
No, we don't know. We don't know. We just work here. Stop bothering us. Actually, it's Camberwell. Will.
Ah, hello. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Can I call you Ali?
You can call me Ali, Harry, whatever you like.
Right, Ali, Harry.
I wanted to speak about Brexit, if I may. A confusing topic. I was technically, I suppose you could say, agnostic. More accurately, you could say confused or lazy.
Yeah, bored.
I didn't know what to think. Having no collection to hedge funds or Polish plumbers or any of it, I didn't even bother voting.
What?
And then something swam into vision recently, well, a year and a half ago, which made it far less confusing with me.
Yeah.
I got a Belgian girlfriend.
Ah.
OMG. She's like a light on 30 plus years of that's her sound. That's her sound.
Yes.
I mean, she is patient. Mm-hmm. She's cultured. Yeah. I went to see her in Liège in East Belgium, right. And they had the Fiesta de no, that's Spanish, isn't it? Carnaval de Liège.
She's the best thing to come out of Belgium since Tintin.
Well, exactly. And to be fair, their thing in Belgium is chocolate and beer. Can you believe what could be better?
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you what's better: chocolate beer.
Oh, no. She tried to sell me that. It was she said, tu aimes lager? Do you like lager? I said, Yes, please. And it had a chocolatey taste.
Yeah.
It made me want to vom. I like my lager Stella Artois.
To taste like
English,
lager,
please.
yeah, I'm with you there, yeah. I don't want fruit in it, and I don't want any of that stuff. Just make it taste like beer.
Proper English.
Yes, exactly.
But one quick thing. We went out in Liège, right, and it was the Fiesta thingy. And there were people there doing... Ooh, almost got my note. Doing the Belgian equivalent of Morris dancing.
Well, you're not walking and talking... Wait. You're not walking and talking at the same time, are you?
Well, I've left McDonald's. I was having a lovely meal in McDonald's, and your producer's person said, "Oh, we can't take that background noise." So I started walking home.
Oh, I see. It's my fault.
Well, your team's fault. I like to think it's all of our fault.
Yeah. Well, be careful while you're walking and talking, because the two often do not go together.
It's okay. I'm almost home now, and I'm on a pavement or a sidewalk, as they say in America. But no, I just think the whole Brexit debate has been going on too long, hasn't it? And
You just want it to be over, right? You just want it to be over.
Well, over with the quality. I mean, I can wait a few more years to sort it out properly. But the people who are so, what's the word, vociferous on it, I just think a lovely antidote to vociferousness is just a bit of love from the other side.
All they need to do is get a Belgian girlfriend, and then they'll shut up about it.
Hashtag other European countries who are available.
Are available, yeah. But not as pulchritudinous.
That thing as well.
Yeah.
Well, one quick thing, by the way. I grew up in Newton Abbot. And the rugby team was called the N Abbot. So every time I hear your name, N Abbot, my heart throbs a bit. Not as much as a Belgian girlfriend, but a little bit.
Okay, good to know. Thanks a lot, Will. N Abbott. Huh. Well, they're definitely going to have to change their name. There's another company I'm going to have to sue. Yeah, he's probably right. That's what all of these, the loudest shouters about leaving, the most vociferous, excellent word of the leavers. All you need to do is get a bit of that hot European love. Put that on your shopping list. Coming up, I try to... £800 just to get on the train to go to work. God, what a nightmare, eh? Not only do you have to wake up hours before you would ordinarily want to, you throw the bedclothes off and step into a freezing, blooming cold room, bolt down whatever is quickest and run out of the house because you're late to get on a train where you can't sit down because it's packed by the time it gets to you, to go into a job that you hate doing. Apart from that, how's your life going?
Dreadful.
What a nerve, eh? The railways providing a service, charging people, and you have no option. It's one monopoly after another. The train companies do not compete for the same route. That's utterly bizarre. They're just gifting companies monopolies. And the result is that you pay over the odds for a train service that's not even... We have to excise the word service. If you can't get a blooming seat and you're paying £1,800 a year, well, that's not a service at all, is it? It's the opposite of that. David in Putney says the Dunning-Kruger effect is the name that you're looking for. People assess their cognitive ability to be far superior to what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Does that remind you of anybody?
Oh, shut up!
Be honest with us, Donny.
I know nothing.
John texts, great idea to disable the warning light before the MOT is due. If a warning light, if a warning light, that's very hard to say. If a warning light falsely illuminates, it will cause the, this is, I can't read this. I don't know why. It's written correctly. Shall I start again? Great idea to disable the warning light before the MOT is due. If a warning light falsely illuminates, it will cause the vehicle to fail the MOT, even if the part is fine and the warning is false. Yeah, I know. I've been alerted to that fact. And the MOT is fast approaching.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the date's coming on me pretty quick. News Junkie tweets, your phone call selected problem, Ali from Hammersmith. Have you tried switching the radio station off and on again? It usually solves the problem. Hey, you know what? If we switch this radio station off and on again, maybe I wouldn't be here anymore. Because I know it's hard to believe, but I'm the only thing on LBC at the moment. Let's have a
call in
Belsize Park. Hello, Judy.
Hello.
Judy.
I phoned to correct you. And
What?
also, I think to correct you, but my main thing was to give you a tip about your problems with your devices
Yes.
that keep breaking.
They keep breaking.
Yes. Well, my family think I'm mad, but everything of mine that appears to be breaking, I talk to it, I threaten it, and I say, if you don't come back to life and work, but please don't laugh because I do this. I say, if you don't work properly, I've had enough of you.
Yeah.
I'll give you till I count to 10, and then you're in the car and down the tip.
So you're going all Basil Fawlty on them.
Well, no,
I'm going to give you a damn good thrashing.
No, I don't thrash them. And this has worked with my radio, my computer, my telephone, my printer, a food mixer, a kettle, and my hairdryer.
Wow.
And I haven't had to replace them at all.
You just give them a stern talking to.
I just talk to them and I say to my husband, get the car out, it's going down the tip.
Yes.
And it works.
And right, wow, that's like a magic trick.
So perhaps you could try that with your appliances.
Yeah, I absolutely will not do that.
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe I will. I'll take my toaster into the street and talk to it really loudly.
Well, I've probably actually... Have I done it with the... No, the toaster's okay. Also, have I got time for two very quick things?
Yes.
First of all, I think it was lashings of ginger beer, not lemonade.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, because I haven't listened to the whole of every single program recently,
Huh?
I know you got locked out,
Yeah.
but how did you eventually get back in?
Well...
I mean, have you told us and I've missed it?
I have, yeah. I went on and on about this at length. Do you have access to an internet?
I'm hopeless. I can... No? I can't, no, because you've gone all funny now.
Excuse me?
LBC, I'm sorry, has changed the whole thing about listening to podcasts, and you have to use an app or something, and I can't do any of that.
Can't you get us on the internet? Hang on a second, I'll check.
No, I can get you... No.
Wait a minute. Hang on, Judy. Pause. Wait 1 second. Can you get us on an internet?
Yeah, you can.
Right.
No,
so you just point your computer at an internet, Judy.
I can get you on the internet, but the podcasts now are very difficult to get. For me. You've changed something. Something has altered.
Well, it weren't me, miss.
No, but it's...
I ain't done nothing.
But the podcasts only last, I think, a week, and then you have to use an app, and I don't know what they're talking about.
Now, wait a minute. I'll check on that. Is that true?
You do need... Well, there's lots of apps you can use to get up.
Yeah, but she doesn't like apps.
I don't know what it is.
Then you can use a computer.
What is an app?
Yeah, what is an app?
Oh, my God.
Don't laugh at me.
Where does he even begin? When you ask a question and the answer is, oh, my God, Judy, then you're probably straight into negative territory.
You're working in a radio station.
Yeah, but this radio station was like this when I got here.
But you haven't, because your colleague doesn't know what an app is.
Right. Oh, I see. It's my fault.
Well, what is an app? If you tell me, then maybe I can use it.
It's short for appropriate, and it's always the appropriate way to get whatever it is you want. That's why they call it an app.
Yeah. Well, what is it on my computer? If I want to listen to an old podcast.
Well, I think that you've already given me the solution to your problems. You just want to give your computer a stern talking to.
No, but there's nothing wrong with my computer. It's your radio station that's telling me that I have to use an app.
Wait a minute. Is that true?
What, for the podcasts?
Yeah.
Well, yes.
He doesn't know.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
He's got no idea.
Well,
yeah.
Well, if he doesn't know and you don't know, who does know?
Nobody knows, Judy.
So I can never listen to your podcast?
Ever again, no.
But
you must be able to. Just ask the internet. Do a Google search. Other search engines are available, but nobody ever uses them. Do a Google search on the Nick Abbott show, because that's what you want. I think you want last week's show from Friday or Saturday.
It would have been quicker if you just told me how you got in your house.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, I had to call a locksmith out, and he drilled a hole in the log.
Right. Well,
It was much funnier when I said it the first time around. So if you can dial it up, then you will be amused at my misfortune.
Has this app thing got anything to do with having a mobile phone?
Oh, yeah, if you haven't got apps, then you can't use a phone. It's illegal.
No, because I don't have a mobile phone.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So I can never hear any podcast more than a week old.
Okay, Dr. LBC tweets, go to the main Global Player website and you can find the podcast there and they don't expire after a week. Does that make sense? No.
That's fine. So I don't need an app.
Go to the main Global Player website.
Yes.
Are you writing this down?
No.
And you can find the podcast there and they don't expire after a week. Is that clear? No.
No, that bit's... Yeah, okay, I'll give that a go. But it has definitely altered all this stuff with apps.
Yeah, well, it's got nothing to do with me.
No, okay, but you've explained it really clearly to me, thank you.
So here's what you want to put in your search bar thing. Globalplayer.com.
Globalplayer.com.
.com. Yeah.
Okay. Globalplayer.com.
.com. Are you just saying it slowly, or is this you writing it down now?
I'm writing it down.
Writing it down.
I'm not... Oh.
You're not committing it to memory, really slowly. Right? Okay. Globalplayer.com.
.com, yeah. Okay. And you guarantee I can hear podcasts forever then?
Or your money back.
Right. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Judy. Another satisfied customer. And that's it.